Welcome to the Roadrunner 89 Investment Network, where we talk about interracial love and marriage. Hope you enjoy Swirl to Investment. All right, how's everybody doing tonight? Happy Saturday night. Okay, it's a little late tonight, but I'm here. Um, long day at work today. But I want to talk about something. There's some stuff I'm seeing on social media. There's movements going on all over the place. If you guys haven't heard, the 4B movement, the Western version is out there, I guess. The 4B movement, you heard about it on social media. It started out in South Korea, and their birth rates are low, and women are saying they're not going I guess procreate with men, have sex with men, marry men. That's what I understand of it from what I've seen. I got some videos, and we're going to talk about that. Also, I'm going to talk about this other movement I found out about, the soft guy era. What is that? The drizzle and sprinkle thing. It seems like these guys are copying women's movements. But I'm going to talk about it. Have fun with it tonight. I'll give you my opinion on what I know about it. I don't know a lot, just what I hear on social media. But we're going to talk about it. And why are there movements going on? Why do we have a 4B, a 4G, a 4C, a whatever? And what is this soft guy era? I hear the sprinkle, now the drizzle, the fashizzle, medizzle, whatever. Like, what are we doing? But anyway, let me go ahead and get the copyright disclaimer before I show these videos. That'll just take a couple seconds. I was in such a hurry that okay, let me get here. I was in such a hurry that I forgot to upload the copyright disclaimer. Okay, there it is. No worries. Okay, it's not. Okay. Let me try it again. Okay. Maybe because I got too many videos uploaded. Oh yeah, I got too many. That's okay. We'll put it in there. Fair use. Okay, we're using these videos for commentary, for education, and once I download a video, I'll put the disclaimer up there. It's strictly for education, so we can learn, so we can have a commentary, opinion, and we can have a discussion if you guys want to come up and talk about it. Or you can just listen to me and kick back and enjoy the show. But let me see if I get the intro off. Here, I'll put it up real quick. All right. And here it is. Okay, I just needed to drop down the intro. Okay. All right, copyright disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And this is for fair use. we're going to use these videos to learn. We're going for educational purposes, for commentary, for opinion. Okay. And I'd like to hear your opinion on this stuff. Hey, Beverly, good to see you. And good to see everybody here tonight. But before we get started, guys, okay, if you need to see this disclaimer, just rewind it to the beginning. Okay, I want to say something real quick before we get started. Okay, there's been an issue. Now there's been some people blocked, and I know some people need to be blocked because they come in with disrespect and doing things, but some of the people that don't need to be blocked are getting blocked. We had an issue, sometimes people get accidentally blocked. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, my mods will protect me. So if they feel you're attacking me or you're trying to harm the narrative or whatever, they will block you. Okay. If that happens, maybe it's a misunderstanding, or maybe it's just an accident. They're trying to block a troll and it scrolls down. They accidentally block you and you don't know why you're blocked. Please email me, okay? And I will fix it. There's a couple people that are blocked that should have never been blocked. And I'm like, what's going on? And Genesis, I found your husband. He was blocked. I didn't block him, but somebody blocked him. But I fixed it. Okay. Sometimes, and there's a couple others that don't ever say nothing mean or nothing. I don't know why, but it does happen. So if it happens, let me know. Okay, I will fix it. All right. And I've blocked a lot of trolls through the years, so I had a lot of blockage. I even freed up some trolls so they could come back and make their hateful comments and we could block them again. But okay, if this happens to you, don't think I'm mad and I blocked you, or just let me know. It's probably an accident. Probably, I blocked people on accident before. So no worries. But to say my mods, they are protective. They do protect this platform. And that's what they're here for. Okay, so we can have a good show. And, not have people come in and curse and all that stuff and, all the unnecessary stuff. Okay. They're here to protect the platform. And I appreciate the mods. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. Thank you for doing that. Okay. It's an honor to have you as mods. And, if you want to be a mod, make sure you email me. Okay. I'm not going to just make people mods. I got to know who you are. Because if I get someone in there that wants to create havoc, but I've never had no problems. Sometimes people get blocked, and it's mostly accidental, okay, or maybe a misunderstanding, but that's okay. Okay, we can fix it. But with that said, okay, I want to talk about, okay, you see the title, the 4B movement. You heard about it. And then the soft guy era, I found out about this. And I think with all this going on, I think this is a perfect reason why you need to open up your options. Okay, there are crazy people in every group. You got to have that option button open because you don't know who you're dealing with. Okay, and when you open up your options with a different group of men, ladies, make sure you vet them too. Okay. There's good white men out there that will love you with all their heart, but then there's the frosted flake dusties out there, the donut dusties, the you know what I'm saying, right? Be careful, beware. Okay, vet. But anyway, let's go into this 4B movement. Okay. And I'm learning about it. Okay. I'm not an expert on it. Okay. By no means. I'm hearing it too online. It's kind of interesting. I've heard women say it's the not give access to dusty men or men not doing the right thing. having responsibility and providing and protecting, which if that's what it is, I support that, because ladies, if the man ain't doing right, you don't deal with him. Kick him to the curb and move on. Okay? Ladies, you deserve the best. Don't settle for nothing less. Okay? So if it's about that, hey. But I don't know if it's just about that. But anyway, we're going to have, I got a TikTok of this woman, I think she's South Korean. She's going to explain it, okay, in her words. All right, so without further ado, let's listen.
Literally just gave up on their men.
Okay, let me start again.
Korean women literally just gave up on their men. They're fucking assholes. They're not gonna change, so we're all gonna go extinct.
No heterosexual marriage, no childbirth, no dating men, and no heterosexual relationships. These are the vibes of the 4B movement in South Korea. It's basically a feminist movement protesting against the country's rampant misogyny and advocates women to reject gender norms, including marriage and having kids. The 4B stand for the 4 principles in Korean, coined in 2016 by the author.
All right, let's go back. Okay, this is written in Korean, the B's. Okay, so no het marriage, no heterosexual marriage, no childbirth, no dating men, no sex. Okay. All right, when I see this would take extreme discipline. Okay, because we're human beings, right? We have, both men and women have desires for each other. Okay, but if they're doing this, if they're doing this to, cut off the men that ain't doing the right thing, to find that good men to marry and have children with, I'm for it. But it's their choice. If a woman wants to just cut all that off and live her life alone, that's her right to do. Okay? But what I think this is, in my opinion, now I don't know everything about it. I don't think it's really a big movement over there. I think it's a certain number of women. Now, yes, the birth rate is very low in South Korea, okay? But you got to take into account the cost of living's high. It's expensive to get married. I've heard Koreans say that, I've seen in videos where they say they want to get married, but they can't really afford it, okay? Now, birth rates are down, worldwide, okay? In America, our birth rates are low because of the cost of living, right? Look, I have me and my wife have 3 kids, right? And back in the 90s when we had our children, people would say, man, you have a lot of kids. Well, I only have 3 kids. But in today's world, that seems like a lot. But when my grandfather, and grandmother, they came from families of 12, 14. They had big families, right? A different era. When you're working on a farm, and back then people were farmers, right? You needed children to work the farm. So people would have a number of kids. In today's world, we're at a fast pace. We do our 9 to 5. We try to earn money to buy a house, and we're just go, 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 go. And a lot of times both men and women are working. So, and then the high cost of living, we're not having as many children. Okay? It's not that we can't. It's not that we're dying out. It just, we're in too fast of a pace life. And because of the high cost, we are having less children. Okay? I think that's really what's going on in South Korea. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay? I know there is a movement, and I know there are trashy men that ain't doing right. And a lot of women are saying, hey, I'm fed up with this. And they have every right. Okay? And us as men, it's to have a wife, to have a blessing of having a wife and having that treasure. That's not a God-given right because you're a man. That is a blessing. That is not something that is owed to you. Okay? That's something you got to work for. That's something where your heart has to be right. You know, you got to be able to provide and protect and sacrifice for your family. If you can't do that, you don't deserve a family. Serious. You don't deserve a wife and kids if you can't afford to take care of them. And I know that's harsh. I know that sounds bad. Well, what if he's a great guy and he's got a lot of love in his heart? Well, if he has a lot of love in his heart, he would work and he would improve. And even if he's got to work 2-3 jobs to make it work, he'll do that. Okay? But anyway, let's continue. Yes, back in the day, women said it was a sin to use birth control. Yeah. And then plus they wanted kids, you know, to work the land, work the field, work the farm. You know, that's what my grandparents told me. Hey, we needed, our parents had a lot of kids because they, you know, and we worked in the farm and did our thing. It's a different world back then than it is today. You know? But you know, and I think that's what's really going on. But you know, there are, you know, cultural problems. There are men that ain't doing right, and there's women that are upset. And you know, our morals are relaxed in this world today too. So you put all that in and things happen, right? But anyway, but those are the 4 B's. Okay, you see it on the screen here. No het sex, that's heterosexual. No heterosexual marriage, no childbirth, no dating men, no heterosexual sex. Okay. Now that takes a lot of discipline. But if a woman don't want to do those things, she don't have to. Okay. And a man don't have to either. I mean, I'm just saying. We do these things because we're human beings and we have love and desire for each other, and we should do it within marriage. Okay. That's my beliefs. But we got to be right as men to have access to women. We really do. Okay. It's not automatic because you're a man, you automatically have access to women. No. But anyway, let's continue.
Coined in 2016 by the author Cho Nam-ju. Now it's blowing up on TikTok, especially after these YouTubers on their platform Solidarity said that marriage is the root cause of patriarchy. But a recent catalyst of the movement may also be incidents of high-profile murders of women, revenge porn, and spy cam sex crimes. Lots of people online are saying it's a long time coming and it's a rational response to the male-dominated culture of South Korea. You can also see women from other countries expressing solidarity with the 4B movement and wanting it to spread. Some critics of the 4B movement are claiming it's the reason behind the low birth rate in South Korea. South Korea has the world's lowest birth rate and hit an all-time high in 2023 of only 0.78 kids per woman. But others argue that the low birth rate is due to economic reasons, like poor job prospects, the high cost of raising kids, unaffordable housing, and long working hours. And the gendered reasons. Mothers face discrimination in the workplace, gender-based violence is prevalent in relationships, and women are expected to take on the majority of household burdens. But some female South Korean bloggers have said that the 4B movement is just an exaggeration of Western ideologies and represents a very small part of the population. It's hard to know how many women are part of 4B, as lots of the women keep themselves anonymous, but estimates range from between 5 to 50,000 women.
Women.
Okay, hold on. Did you guys hear that? Okay. They say it's like a small movement, and the women behind the movement are anonymous. Okay. In Korea, they're not advertising who they are. They're keeping it discreet, anonymous, right? So it seems like the Western part of it, they're out in social media speaking about it. Okay. And it says the high cost of living, and you know, it's tough. And man, their birth rate's really low. 0.87 child per. I think we're like 2.5 in America. Our birth rate's low, but it's higher than South Korea. And maybe that's because we have more opportunities. We live a little bit. Well, South Korea is not a poor country. South Korea has been doing amazing things. I mean, their economy's growing. Their car manufacture, their products. We see Samsung TVs, Kias and Hyundais. And so Korea is moving up in the industrial era. They're not a third world country anymore. They're kind of like what Japan did. They moved up. So, but the cost of living's high. I mean, we're a powerful nation, but there are people struggling to make ends meet. Let's be honest. We can't. And in today's world, can you afford to have 12 kids? I mean, some people have them, but they struggle very hard. I know me and my wife, and I was in the Army. We lived on my income, and it was tough with 3 kids. We made it work, but kids are very expensive, okay? And don't get me wrong, they're worth it. Children are a blessing. I love my 3 children, but it took a lot of hard work. It's a lot of money just to give them the basic needs. And when they grow up and they graduate high school, then college, oh my God. Somehow me and my wife made it happen, but I'm just saying. But we live economically better than most people. So, we were blessed, but it was still tough. But anyway, let me go ahead and drop this down. But that's basically what it is, what I get. Okay? All right. Let me see another one. I'm trying to play these in orders because I'm going to cover the soft guy era stuff. I don't know if it's a joke or what it is. Let's see here. All right, let's play this video.
When they're talking about how they're not going to date men.
Okay, yeah, there's the one I want to show. Okay. All right. Let's hear this guy's response here.
These women are talking about how they're not going to date men, sleep with men, procreate with men, and all these other things, right? Imagine if men got on this app and said, oh yeah, we're going to participate in the 4 Bs, and we're not going to sleep with women. We're not going to talk to women or date women.
You're not making this video for women. You're making this video for men. Most of you don't even like women. It's apparent in the content that you make. For years, you told women to pick better, choose better men. And then you realize that with women doing that, a lot less of you are getting chosen. And women aren't saying they don't ever want to be with a man. They don't ever want to have kids. They don't want to do those things with raggedy, undeserving men. Women are tired of being married single moms. They're tired of being with men that weaponize their incompetence. They're tired of men that don't want to do the work, don't want to go to therapy, don't want to read the books. They are tired of men who don't want to be better. These women are not going to be scared or manipulated into submission. They're not interested. They've heard what you're selling and they're still not buying it. Women have determined collectively until the caliber of men in the dating pool improves, they're taking themselves out of it. When you are out here telling women to pick better men, you didn't think it through. You didn't think about the idea that there are not better men out there. So the better option for her is to pick herself, and that's exactly what the women did.
Okay. A lot there. Now, if this one it's about the 4B movement is to get men to do right or just do away with them and choose better. You guys know my opinion on this. I say open up your options. Swirl to investment. Divest. Choose better. Yes. Listen what they're telling you. Get out of that mindset. If you have to change your culture, your neighborhood, your setting, your mindset. Ladies, do what you got to do to make it about you. Okay? And honestly, you don't need a movement to check these guys that ain't doing the right thing. You don't need to be a part of a movement to do that. You have the power, ladies. Now, if you want to be part of a movement, that's fine, but you have the power. Choose. And when they say choose better, choose better. And if you have to divest it, if you have to open up your options, hey, I recommend Black women open up their options anyway. I'm just saying, you should not be limited to a little box and just be with men because they look like you. Be with men because they think like you, because they support you, because they love you. They want to protect you. They want to provide for you. I'm just saying, there's millions of men of all different colors in our nation, ladies. Don't limit yourself to one group. I'm just saying. But anyway, what did you think of what she said? You know, how many times I say to women, choose better. You should have chose better. And it's all just her fault, right? Just the woman's fault. Oh, she had children out of wedlock. She didn't choose better. What about the guy that participated? That's what I never understood. You know, there's a lot of men shaming single mothers, but who's shaming the single fathers that were loose with their morals, that manipulated women, that took advantage of them? Don't see much of that, do you? Maybe that's the soft guy era. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. All right. Now we're going to talk about this. Well, let's see what this video
says. I've been taken advantage.
Okay. You guys heard about Sprinkle Sprinkle, right? Okay. Let's listen to what she has to say.
When a man says, I've been taken advantage of financially before, he's trying to tell you he's not going to give you any type of money. So your response should be, oh, I'm so sorry you were having financial issues. I didn't know. Are you sure you're able to, be out and about and paying for dinner and things like that? Because maybe you shouldn't really be dating right now if you're unable to, afford it. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. She's right though, right? But there's a counter to the sprinkle sprinkle. But she's right. I mean, if a man says he's been taken advantage of and complain about money, especially when you're first dating, like he's telling you he's not going he's not going to take care of you. He expects you to chip in or even pay for it. Just saying. All right, so we heard the sprinkle sprinkle. Okay, now let's hear. Let me see if I can find the counter to that. All right, maybe this is the one.
Fellas, we done.
All right. Okay, let's listen to response upcoming 2020 fear. 2020 fear. 2024, the year of fear. the year of the soft guy era. All right, let's listen what the soft guy has to say. I mean, I don't know. Is it like why would a man call himself soft? I'm just saying. All right, let's hear what he has to say. What is this soft guy era?
Hey, listen, fellas. We done with the whole masculine provider male era. We're in our soft guy era, okay? Drizzle, drizzle. Listen, you need to hold.
Drizzle, drizzle. I guess that's the counter to sparkle, sparkle. Or sprinkle, sprinkle, sparkle. I'm making up sleep. I guess that's a counter to sprinkle, sprinkle, drizzle, drizzle, right? Hey, Alexander, how's it going? Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you, Alexander. Okay. And he says hi to everyone. Good to see you, Alexander. All right, let's hear what he has to
Go
say.
out and make that woman wait until she shows you that she's capable and that she's loving enough for you to give your body to her. You know, because at the end of the day, it's all about us. It's all about us. We just want our equal rights as men. So, drizzle, drizzle.
I've been tagged repeatedly.
Gotta stop. Let's play that again. Okay. Let me. Oh my God. You watch your equal rights. Okay. Dating women taking advantage of you. I mean, she's got to be right for you to give yourself to her, right? All right, let's hear it again.
Hey, listen, fellas. We done with the whole masculine provider male era. We're in our soft guy era, okay?
And get soft, brother. All right, show them. Show these women. Tell them you're in your soft guy era. Okay, let's go.
Drizzle, drizzle. Listen, you need to hold out and make that woman wait until she shows you that she's capable and that she's loving enough for you to give your body to her.
That's right. Tell them. Hey, ladies, before a man gives you his body, you got to be right, okay? Because these men are in their soft guy era. Okay. All right, soft guy. Let me let the soft man speak. Okay.
You know, because at the end of the day, it's all about us. It's all about us. We just want our equal rights as men. So, drizzle, drizzle.
I've been tagged repeatedly in videos like this, and I know this is men's attempt to throw women's logic back in their faces. But the truth is, we already knew you were in your soft guy era. We thought you were soft when you couldn't resist a woman's temptation when you had a girlfriend, a fiance, or a wife. We knew you were in your soft guy era when you went to the store to get a pack of cigarettes or a gallon of milk and never came back. We knew you were in your...
Oh, yeah. Hey, didn't didn't what's his name do that? Oh God, what's that comedian's name? It just didn't he leave his house to go to the store and never come back? What's that guy? Steve Harvey. Didn't he do that to his first wife? Didn't he just leave and never come back? Just go to the store? It's crazy. I've heard of people doing this. Like, wow, the commitment.
Soft guy era when you begged your baby mama not to put you on child support because you couldn't survive if she took that $250 a month, even though she was the one who was feeding the child and clothing the child, and she was the one who was providing shelter for that child as well. Like, we already knew you were soft. We're just proud of you guys for finally having the strength to admit it. I know this is meant to be a joke, but the joke's on you because you're only telling women what we already knew. So go ahead, get your laughs, get your views, get your engagement, and then get out of single women's faces because they don't care.
Well put. Young lady, well put. So if this is a joke, the drizzle, is that a joke, or is this really these guys believe in being soft guys? It's just funny. I just the soft guy era is here. But you know, she makes a point. Whether it's a joke or not, these dudes are soft when they can't, you know, take care of the woman they lay down with, when they can't take care of the children and complain about a $200 child support payment. Look, men ain't paying jack in child support. It's a joke. The state can only take so much of your income. So these guys are getting over. The woman's stuck with the children. Yeah, she'll get some government assistance and food stamps, but it's not a life of luxury. It's a life of struggle. Kids are very expensive. And when the guy bounces and then complains about losing $200, I've seen that. It's sad. It's disgusting. And he shouldn't have even messed with the woman if he wasn't willing to be responsible. You know, having sex with someone is a big responsibility. And if I'm just saying. If the love's not there, I mean, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing that till marriage anyway. But anyway, but she has a good point. So is this soft guy era a joke? I'm just, I just don't find it manly. Say I'm a soft guy. Look at me. You got to treat me right, ladies. Like, come on. It's got to be a joke. Please tell me it is. But somehow I kind of believe it's real. Okay. All right. Now should I show a couple donut dusties that I found? Okay. And I'm being fair. Look, there are white dusties too. Look. Okay. Let's hear what this guy says. What a real winner here. Newsflash. Okay, let's hear what he has to say.
Why do these guys always have inflamed gums and cheese teeth?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So for those of you who don't know what 4B is, 4B means that it's a movement that was started in South Korea of women refusing to date men. Do you really think you can fight biology?
Now we're about to hear some self-delusion coming from this little guy. Very similar to the self-delusion that little guy that calls himself Alpha Dom, his real name's Connor, thinks of himself.
I'm a 3% man.
3% man.
When you say 3%, does that mean the bottom 3%?
Meaning I'm more conscious than most men, and I'm more attractive than most men.
What? Oh, okay. Ladies, is this guy more attractive than most men? Like, I mean, who says that? I mean, he's got a high opinion of himself. There he is, the most attractive. He's more attractive than most men. He said it, right? Is he, ladies? I don't know.
Most men, and I'm more attractive than most men.
Hey, little guy, did you forget to take your meds? Because it looks like you're having a manic episode with delusions of grandeur about the way you look.
I'm not saying that I'm the most attractive man.
And I would second that, along with everybody else.
You think that your 4B movement will stop women?
Hey, so this is one of the most attractive men. So if I want to be an attractive man, okay, I couldn't be attractive like this dude, but maybe I could help have a silly hat like that and a t-shirt. That looks like a hat. You remember Curious George books? The man with the yellow hat? That's what he looks like. I don't know. This is funny.
From dating me?
Newsflash, little guy. The 4B movement was specifically created for little men like you.
I already have many women that I'm dating now. No 4B movement is going to stop me.
He really is like that little Connor, that Alpha Dom.
Wow.
They have the same gingivitis mouth.
Yeah.
It's like that same
Okay. Let's see the gingivitis mouth.
He really is like that little Connor, that Alpha Dom.
Wow. Usually men that got it like that don't advertise that they date many women. They're lying. These guys are lying. Man, look at the teeth. These guys need some dental work. I'm just saying. I mean, I got crooked teeth, but I got healthy teeth. Those gums are, oh my God. All right. Okay. All right.
They have the same gingivitis mouth.
Okay. Well, you heard it from one of the most attractive men, the 3%er. So that's what a 3%er is. Okay. This is crazy. All right. Here's another soft guy. era dude. This is a white dude, and I don't know. I'm starting to believe they really believe in this soft guy thing. They seem really feminine. I'm just yes. I watched Curious George. Yeah, he looked like the man with the yellow hat in the Curious George books. You know that we used to read in elementary school. That's what he reminds me of. I'm just saying. The dentist is running from him. Yeah, he needs work. Oh my god. And that's probably just poor hygiene, you know. And it wasn't that his teeth were crooked, because some people have crooked teeth. I know I do. And I've done work to straighten them out, but the gums, that's where the real problem is. That's where gingivitis sits in, and you don't take care of that, you'll start losing teeth, and yeah, it's not good. Okay. You guys are going to love this. This is another 3%er man. They make white men look below. They do. Oh my god, it's embarrassing to show this. But I gotta warn you, ladies. There's weird white dudes too. I'm just saying. Okay, let's play this one.
An Uber to the airport, and your first move is not.
Okay, hold on. Okay. That's a real winner. Another 3%er. Okay, let's go.
I just got off the phone with someone I was seeing, and she asked me how my day was going, and I explained I was at the airport. And then she said, "I'm glad you got there safe." And I said, "Yeah, I had to take an Uber." I had to block her. I mean, she was great and everything. She was emotionally intelligent, always paid for dinner, pretty much catered to my every need. But if you hear I'm taking an Uber to the airport and your first move is not to open up Venmo and send me money, are you even a real woman? And then you find out I'm on a commercial flight and you don't immediately charter me a private jet. I know my worth, drizzle, drizzle. I'm in my soft guy era. I want to be pampered. And if you're broke, just say that. And I'm sure later she'll come around looking for some sugar, but this sugar don't mix without drizzle.
Okay, I think this guy's got some sugar in him. I don't think he's looking for a woman. I think he's looking for a man. Serious. This has got to be a joke, because is this like a dig at the women sprinkle? Is that what that is? Because really, I mean, looking at it seriously, I mean, we can laugh at this because this is stupid and it's funny, but what kind of woman's going, because you're flying commercial, charter you a private jet? I mean, come on. I think he's down low. I mean, he seems like it. Feminine voice. These soft guys seem kind of feminine. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying they're this guy. I think he is, though. I'm just saying. But that's his choice in life. But like, all right, soft guys. All right. Is this a skit? Yeah, I think these are skits. I do. But there are, look, we laugh about soft guy era, but a lot of these guys are soft guys. I mean, they want the woman to not just do 50-50, but pour even more, and they expect women to do everything. They just need to admit that they are gay and just move on. Yeah, just admit it. What are you talking about? Soft guy, like a woman's going to do that for you, dude. Mm-mm. I don't think so. Okay. All right. He said he's flaming you. He's drizzling. Sorry. Okay. We got a few more. Okay. We got a couple more.
Rest of y'all, We love the support. Keep dropping y'all videos.
Okay. All right. All right. I think this is another soft guy video. Well, let's hear. Okay.
If you don't know what the soft guy era is, or you just simply hate the soft guy era, this video is for you. Shout out to my fellow Mark Pollard, for dropping a slideshow on Instagram explaining what this is. So if you didn't know, me and my brother Goody started the soft guy era a few weeks ago, and it's going viral. We have been wreaking havoc on the internet, and so have the rest of y'all. We love the support. Keep dropping y'all videos. Let's keep making them mad. So now we're going into detail on what this is. The idea: men in their soft guy era want to find high value women who can take care of them in ridiculous ways. Yes, we do. They want us to have money. I want my woman to have money as well. It's only right. Drizzle, drizzle. The soft guy era is a response to the soft girl era of 2020.
Okay, so all right, let's learn about this. It's in response to the soft girl era of 2023. All right, it mocks videos in which women demand ridiculous things from men. Oh yeah, like providing and loving them. Yeah, that's ridiculous, right? It twists the economic device from YouTube. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's a subversion of the alpha male content. So really what this is it's an attack on the soft girl era. Okay, the sprinkle, women want to be in their femininity. They want a man to provide and take care of, which makes sense. But this soft guy era, okay, soft guy, okay.
23. It mocks videos in which women demand ridiculous things from men. It twists a mnemonic device from YouTuber Letitia.
Okay, what are the ridiculous things that these women are expecting from men to provide and protect? Maybe they don't want to do the 50-50 thing. Is that ridiculous? They don't want to accept, a man that can just pay a couple bills and help out like a good little guy. I mean, what is this? I mean, all serious. Do these guys listen to women? Do they understand? I'm serious. Do they even try to provide, or is that a weakness? Because it seems like, we say soft guy era, and that's to go in on the soft girl era, right? A counter. It seems like a counter for a counter. 4B, 5G, soft girl, soft guy. I mean, is it just that they're copying women's movements? Are they trolling women's movements? I don't know, but let's continue.
Today, aka the Sprinkle Lady. It's a supervision of alpha male content. And then here's the kicker, and this is what they don't like. The 4 points. Women say they want equality, but then some demand the most unequal situations from men. And this includes men paying all the bills, but the woman is making money as well, but she doesn't want to come out of pocket because she's a woman, right?
Okay, so his point is women want equality, but they want to keep their money and the man's got to pay it. But these guys will turn around and say they want a traditional woman. So it's all a big circle. Okay. Now, if you want a traditional woman, you got to be a traditional man. And I'm telling you, look, I was raised to provide and protect my wife. I was raised, that's what we do as men. We provide, we protect. My father told me when I was little, if you can't afford a wife, you don't deserve a wife, son. He was just brutally honest. And that's how I was raised. So even today, me and my wife, we do very well. Okay. I bring in good money. I have my army retirement and I got my job and and I got another pension. I'm getting money. So I do pretty well. And my wife does pretty good too. But I don't even pay attention what she brings. I don't even care. And I tell my wife that I don't even care what you made. Have fun with your money. But I pay all the bills and I give my wife money. And people say, well, you're a simp. You're a... No, I'm not. I'm just being a man. I'm protecting and providing. And I make more than enough to take care of my household. So what my wife has, that's hers. And the thing of it is being in that mindset where most guys are not like that. They want part of their wives' money too. But the funny thing is they usually have less than I do. It's funny. Because if you're doing what you're supposed to as a man, God's going to bless you. You're going to have good things will happen. If you're doing what you're supposed to as a man. I don't have no problem with finances. Well, let me take that back. I do pretty well, but I do better now than I've ever done. And I'm generous with, towards my wife. But these guys want equality. They want the woman to pay 50-50. They don't want to pay all of it. And is it because they can't? Or is it they just don't want to? Are they afraid she's going to get part of their money? I don't know. It's just weird to me. Okay. But they'll look at me and say I'm weird and I'm just weak and I'm simping and that. I mean, I've been married to my wife 30 years. But I got that protect and provide mentality. I've been groomed. I've been raised to be that way. And it's worked out great for me. I'm just saying. But let's continue.
Doesn't make sense. That doesn't sound equal to me. Now we're going to go down to insight. If men acted like this, they'd be laughed out the room. See, now when women are hearing these things, they're like, oh, this is ridiculous. No way. You want a mom. You want a parent. You want a man. No, we just want what you guys want from us in return. Now on to the advantage. Men believe they bring a lot to the table, so maybe they are now the table. See, a lot of men don't realize they are the table. If a man is paying all the bills, sir, you are the table. You're providing for a woman and your children. You are the table. But a lot of men don't realize who they are. So they really don't know they've been manipulated into living old-fashioned ways. That shit is over and it's dead. These women get money now. It's time to spend that money now and contribute and work as a team. Eve was made to be a helpmate to Adam. Let's not play. Now the strategy.
Okay, she's made to be a helpmate. That don't mean she was made to help, provide, and protect. Okay? Men and women have their roles. Okay? We're supposed to provide and protect. And the thing of it is, because she's bringing money in, you got to have part of her money. I don't think that way. I don't even worry about my wife's money. Now she'll spend it on me because she loves me, but I don't require that. Because that's not her job. To be a supporting wife to me and be there for me and have my back. That's the helpmate. Bringing out the best in me to where I could do better. That's the helpmate. Not someone that works 9 to 5 with me. I mean, I don't know. But let's continue.
Show how outrageous it is when men demand to be provided for in the same equality. We all know being a provider in 2024 is a scam, so we don't care. So we're not doing that anymore. We know that's old fashioned. These women got money. These women are working, so they need to contribute. We want a helpmate.
Okay, then don't expect her to be submissive. Don't expect her to take care of the kids. You got to participate in that too. And you better cook and clean the house too. How about that? You want to get into her money, you get into her housework. You get in to take care of the kids. And when you come from home from work, you get them up to school. You do all that stuff. And if she's too tired to show you attention, tough shit. It's about equality, right? Now, if that's how he feels, he should tell the woman he's with. If he approaches a woman to date her, he should tell her that from the get-go. Look, you're going to pay for part of this. Let her know from the get-go. I'm serious. I mean, but a lot of these guys have that equal thought process. Okay, you're working, you got to pay too, but they want the woman to be submissive. A lot of these guys want a working, submissive woman that brings home a paycheck and is submissive and takes care of the kids in the household. I'm just saying. I mean, but ladies, this is what you got to look forward to. They want your money. They don't want to provide. They want a partnership. They don't want to they don't want a traditional marriage. I mean, ladies, if you don't want to date, just go get a roommate. I mean, isn't that what 50-50's for? Anyway. All right, here's another 4B movement video.
Continue to get worse.
Okay, let's see this. Okay, this is a Brad and Becky going at it. Okay, he's talking about white women. This is interesting.
First of all, white women, stop pretending that this is a big thing in South Korea, because it's not.
Okay. Let's assume that your mansplaining is correct and that in South Korea, this is a very tiny percentage of young women. This right here will only continue to get worse. And this right here isn't enough. So while you and all of the other causes of the 4B movement sit back, threaten women, talk shit, degrade us about this 4B movement, it will just continue to grow. And it's here in the US now, so stop pretending that this issue is smaller than it is. Okay, white man?
Okay, white man and white woman going at it. Okay, all right. Well, I don't know. It's here, but how big is it? Who knows? You know what, guy? If you're a good man, you attract a good woman. And look, if you're doing what you're supposed to, these 4B movement, this other stuff going on, don't even worry about it. Just do what you're supposed to as a man. And ladies, vet these guys and don't lower your standards, ladies. Have high standards. Make these men, earn your love and respect. Don't just give it to them. What's that? I'm turned off. Why would this person be my friend? Why would I bring this around my family? Yeah. Right. Okay. 50-50 would be him carrying his child for the other half of his life. 4B is not new. No, it's been around in Korea. But, I mean, to hold these guys to standards, ladies, you don't need a movement for that. Maybe the movement will create awareness to younger women, maybe not to let these guys, do them wrong. If that's what it is, I'm just, Anyway, okay, this guy, let's hear this. This guy is going to talk about 50-50. And he's going to let you ladies know that, hey, okay, let's hear what he has to say.
Y'all ladies gonna have to settle.
Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Some of you have no choice but to settle. Okay. Here's a high value man that's telling you, ladies, you're just going to have to settle. There's nothing. Look, there's no choice. You're just going to have to settle. He says it. Let's hear him. Okay.
Listen, some of y'all ladies gonna have to settle. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but listen, everybody can't have a perfect man out here. It ain't even enough of us around. Like, let's be honest. So at the end of the day, we can go ahead and put that 50-50 conversation to rest, because every woman ain't gonna get 80-20, 100-0, whatever y'all thinking is gonna be 60-40. Some of y'all gonna have to go 50-50, and shit, y'all might gotta go 60-40 on your end with the man, just to be happy at the end of the day. Like, let's be realistic. Come on now. Somebody gonna have to settle, man. That's all I'm saying. All the straight men that's left in the world, a lot of them is in jail. A lot of them married. What do that leave left? Everybody can't have their cake and eat it too. Like, you can't have the best of the best. Sometimes you gotta just go for what you got and be happy and be grateful. Because you can have nothing at the end of the day and be miserable. Come on now. J. Cole said, love yours. I gotta take this in consideration.
All right. First of all, I'm calling bullshit on this. Don't listen to this crap, ladies. You don't have to settle. Now, if you're only going to date black men, he's right, okay? Because a lot of black men are dating and marrying out. Some are in prison. Some are gay. You outnumber black men by over 2 million. So if you're going to stay race loyal, he's right. He's right. You're just going to have to settle. But I say don't settle. Open up your options. And get out of that conditioning, black women, that you're only attracted to black men. Get out of that conditioning. You've been taught that your whole life. You've been taught in the segregated mindset. Okay? It's not just white people that taught segregation. It's rubbed off on black people, and it's happening. And black women especially, you're being told to be race loyal. And when you open up your options, you are shamed. You're attacked. You're called a sellout. You're called a self-hater. You're called a bed wench, which slavery ended when? 1865? Come on now. You don't have to settle. Unless you want to be with this dude, tattoo neck, hey. I mean, what he's saying is garbage. Nobody should be telling women to settle. When men tell you to settle, they're not good men. They're garbage. They want you to settle because they can't provide. Now, I don't know this dude, okay? But what he's saying is a bunch of crap. It's not your fault there's men in jail. It's not your fault that men ain't doing right. How do you counter that? Open up your options. Divest. Take your swirl to investment. Get to know other men. Because I'm telling you, there are men in other groups that will treat you a heck of a lot better than that. And then you don't have to listen to this drizzle, 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 drizzle. Never settle. Don't do it. The grace is full of beauties who give up for cowards. Right. But seriously, but a lot of black women buy into this garbage because they've had terrible dating experiences. Because, see, the thing of it is, and a lot of black men know that you're the most race loyal. They know that a lot of you will not open up your options. They know that you got a big heart and you will try to change and do everything to please that man. These guys know this, and they're going to exploit you. They're going to tell you that other men don't like you. They're going to tell you that white men are just a bunch of racist Klan members. They're fantasizers. They're going to tell you all this stuff. And then they're going to make you feel guilty. Oh, you don't love your people? You got to date somebody else? I tell you, Tyrone don't care. I'm telling you, these guys are out bowling for Becky's all over the place. They're crapping out for Karens. They're Big Macking for Mei Ling. Don't kid yourself. They're mowing it down for Maria. They're pimping and playing all different groups of women. But yet you're shamed because you open up your options, because you want a relationship. It's the biggest bunch of BS. And it's all about male worship. That's all the freak it is. Ladies, it's time to put yourself first. It's time to open up your options. And I say it now and I'll say it forever. Black women, white men, give each other a chance. Knock down those barriers. Knock down those stereotypes. I knew when I was dating it, when I was young, and this was my mindset. I knew all black women wouldn't like me. I knew there were some that would kick me to the curb. That's okay. Because I knew what the best option was, and I wanted the best option. And I knew if I could touch her heart, if she could see the true me, if she could understand the love I have, I felt I would win the day. And you don't know the uphill battle. But it never stopped me. And I found out, you know what? It's not as hard as I thought. You know what? Black women really do have love for white men. They do. There's some that only want to date white men. I found this out in the 80s. And I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. And there's so many white men that will date black women, but they don't, for some reason, they listen to the societal crap. They listen to stereotypes. They listen to that loud black woman that says, oh, it's black men only. And yeah, whatever. Those are far and few between. And the problem we have is we don't want to get out of our comfort zone. The problem we have is we don't want to risk rejection. The problem we have is we're worried about what other people think. The hell with everybody else. I do what I want. If I want to be with a black woman, I'm going to make it freaking happen. And I didn't live in a black community. Black women weren't all over the place. But you know what? I could find them. I could seek them out. Because there was something I seen long ago in black women. I felt the love of it as a child. I've seen something amazing about black women. I've seen their character. And when a black woman touches your heart, you're not going back. And this is speaking to non-black men. Once a black woman touches your heart, you're done. And that's a beautiful thing. And I'm so sick of people just following the crowd, doing, oh, well, this is what we do. We're white guys, we're with Becky, and we can't be attracted to nobody else except people that look like us. They're told they can't date out, they got to be race loyal, but then Tyrone goes all over the place. Like, what the hell? Sounds like some hypocritical BS. And that's how I feel. And I don't give a damn what people think. Oh, well, you have a fetish for black women. Shut up. I have a longer lasting marriage than most people in America. Not many people can say they have 30 years of marriage. Not many people can say that they've accomplished what me and my wife have. So they know what they can do. But see, if I listen to people, I would never found my wife. I would never have the life I have. I would never have the success I had in life. I would never have pulled myself away from nowhere fast to doing something. And black women, get out of your comfort zone. And you men that are attracted to black women, you better damn well do something about it or go hit the freaking wall. Because if you can't live your life the way you want to do it, you're pathetic. I mean, you will get attacked for interracially dating and marriage. So what? Devil's going to try to destroy anything that is precious and beautiful in your life. He's going to try to destroy that blessing. And then people say, well, you say stuff about black women. And yeah, damn right, because they're attacking black women. What the hell? I've been raised to protect women. If it's a white guy just attacking a white woman, I might have her back. Yeah, thanks. 30 more for... I never listen to naysayers. I love who... Yeah, and that's right. And I tell you, I'm tired of this crap. You know, and look, I'm at the point, I'm going to say what I want. And that might get me banned from YouTube because I hurt some beta dumplings' feelings. All freaking well. But black women are not being treated right. When only 27% are married, what is going on? It's because people don't want to look at the truth. People don't want to hold themselves accountable. And I figured out why people, when I talk about black women, I found out why they talk about slavery. I found out why they talk about racism, white supremacy, because they have nothing freaking to offer. And these clowns are more white supremacists than white people I know. I'm just like, what? Attacking black women. Black women, you need to do better. Oh, you should have chose better. And then talk about her skin tone. Like, what is that? It's funny how people complain about white supremacy and then practice it. I don't get it. But it's funny. And look, somebody said, you know, and I've had people say, well, we want our reparations. When are you going to pay for that? And I'm just like, oh my God. And you know what? I changed how I feel about that because I thought, well, look, we didn't enslave you. You didn't go through slavery. Why should I pay you money for that? That's my thought process, right? But I had a change of heart, and I thought about it. You know what? What I would do if I was president, I'd say, okay, you want reparations? I'll do that for you. Here's what we're going to do. All the illegal immigration coming in, I'm going to stop that. We're going to put up the wall. And I'm not going to stop immigration, right? Because I believe, people should immigrate, but do it the right way. Okay. But not people just walking over and getting paid money and being put up in 5-star hotels. Black people, there's your reparations. It's going to another group of people because it's about power, it's about votes, and you're not it right now. And I hate to say that, but that's the truth. But what I would do, I would cut that off, and these countries we give money to that are our enemies, like Iran, I would cut that crap off immediately. I would take that money, I would say, okay, this is what I would do. Black people in America, you get a free education. Whatever university you want to go to, I give you 8 years to make it happen. Okay? You don't make it happen in 8 years, that's it. That's it. It's cut off. Now, black women, on the other hand, and I know I'm going to get hate for this, black women would get the same thing, but the black woman would get a house, a 5-bedroom house, whatever community she wanted to live in, custom made for her. Paid in full. And then I would give her like $200,000 to start a business or whatever. But the black man, no, I wouldn't do that for him. He would get the free education and a chance to be successful, a head start. And the reason I say that is because men need to build, men need to make it happen. And black women have been disregarded, have been treated like crap, have been made single mothers, and then blamed for it, of course. So I would give every black woman a home. And then I would put it in law where she could never lose that from a marriage or whatever. That would be hers, and it couldn't be taken away from alimony or having some dusty move in and wanting to take half. That would be hers forever until she passed and want to pass it on to her children. That's what I would do. And you say, why would you give more to a black woman than the black man? And this is controversial. Number one, he's a man. He can build himself. Number two, the black woman has been the most unprotected, most disrespected, has had to put up with more than any other group, period. So I would do that for that's honestly, if I had the power, if I were king for a day, I'd do that. And you know what? I know I'd get a return in that investment from black women. Because one thing black women do, when you show them love and respect and you do things for them, they return the favor. I would deport Dusty's. Yeah, there you go. No, but seriously, I would do that. Because I don't think we should take care of men. Like, really. Women, yes. Do you think that's what do you think? Should I run? Should I run for president? But seriously, that's what I would do. I'd give the men a head start to compete, turn it around. The black women I would totally take care of. I'm just saying. But anyway, so I put out a exploratory committee. Look, hey, we got 7,000. I got 7,000 subscribers on YouTube. You think I got a chat? No, but all joking aside, seriously, I would do that. I have no problem investing in Black women. I do it in a heartbeat. Black women are the best investment there is. They're the best investment when it comes to friendship. They're the best investment when it comes to a relationship. They're the best investment when it comes to marriage. And they are the best investment when it comes to finances. I've had Black women give me advice that has made me money. %90 wouldn't utilize the 8-year. Yeah, most wouldn't. But here's the thing. That would be a better, you would be doing a man a favor, giving them giving them the tools to be successful rather than giving them money. Because people think this reparations thing, they think that, and a lot of people think that they're going to get money and become a millionaire and be taken care of. That ain't going to happen that way. We don't have money like that. And I've seen town hall meetings where people say, well, 5 million ain't enough, 10 million ain't enough. They want an endless supply of cash and then being taken care of the rest of their life like millionaires. We can't do that. We can't afford that. And if we could, we're not going to do it because we're going to bring in immigrants to buy votes, to put people in different states to create more of a population for congressional seats to get power. I'm telling you. That's what exactly is going on. Because if your state, your town has a bigger population, you get more congressional seats. These people don't have to vote for you to get political power. Think about it. Man, I'm not telling you how to vote or nothing like that, but look at what's going on. And then the people that are struggling, that are relying on government subsidies to make ends meet. That's going to a group of people that's come in our country that hasn't even contributed. Black people, there's your reparations. It's going to immigrants. Tell me I'm wrong. I mean, but I would do that. I would throw in education and try to get everybody up to speed. Now you have to put in the work. And the reason I say 8 years of college, because some people aren't there educational where they can go into a university, do 4 years to get a degree. Some people need to, and high school graduates too have to work on getting their reading level up, their math skills up, because in public schools, they weren't taught too well. And I'm speaking from my own life. For me to go to college, I had to take preparatory classes to get my reading level up and kind of relearn. And I know my rivals will use that against me. See, he's got a 6th grade reading level. No, I don't. I used to till I corrected that problem. I graduated high school. I have a college degree. But there were some humbling times in my life. Because when I was young, I didn't do things the right way. And then the school system sucked. So I was on a crash course to nowhere fast. But anyway, I don't mean to get off topic. Sorry, guys. I'm just I'm being a little too honest tonight, I guess. But that's what I would do. Yeah, that's why I put 8 years to get them up to speed. Because see, here's my thing. I don't want to see nobody fail. I really don't. I wish all men in our country were just good men and solid and hardworking and just we had, we were loved each other like brothers and we took care of women in our country and it didn't matter who you dated or married, that's your business and good for you. I wish we had that mentality. But it's not there. And unfortunately, thanks, I whipped cream pole. But unfortunately, Black women are getting the short end of the stick in our society. And if I had the money and the power, I would take care of Black women. I really would. And I know, and I believe most Black women would do the right thing. Now, there's some that would squander it. But from what I've seen, the Black women I've been around, once they get the belief and the motivation, there's nothing stopping them. I look at my wife and she gets some goal she wants to do, she just does it. I'm amazed. But that's a characteristic, not that just my wife has, but other Black women have. And that's what I love about Black women. It's not how they look and their body shape. I mean, that's beautiful, but what's really beautiful is a Black woman's character. What's really beautiful is a Black woman's heart, how she loves you. And if she loves you, you know it, and you're blessed. A Black woman's loyalty. Because once a Black woman loves you, you get it all. You get that love, you get the loyalty, and she'll always have your back. And my life is an example of that. I mean, seriously. And I just wish more men, more non-Black men and more Black women would give each other a chance. Not just white men, but Asian men, other groups of men. I mean, the numbers are climbing, and that's a good thing. But I wish it was more. I wish it was like in droves, like an explosion of. Yeah. But anyway, hey Alexander, what's going on?
Not much. I want to say I agree with everything that you said. And I think, and the thing of it is, I think when it comes down to it, I believe that, I believe that a lot of Black men have a victim mentality complex. That's what I'm thinking. And they also, want to control Black women, and I saw a YouTuber today using fear-mongering tactics to stop Black women from dating out, and now they have they are using one instance where a white man unalived a black woman in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They are using that because they want to go ahead and make sure that black women stay where they're at.
Right. Yeah, and well, that's a tactic they've been doing for years. And it's like it's a trick. Okay, it's like you see a white man do horrible things, okay? And there are evil white men out there. There's no doubt. But there's evil men in every group. And you can't just say, okay, this one did it, so if you get with a white man, that's going to happen to you. But that's what they say. And it's ridiculous. That would be like me saying, you know what? You know what, Alex? I saw this black man steal a car, so that means you're guilty. Because, that'd be like judging you what other men do. That would be wrong. You have character, you would never do nothing like that. But, it's the same thing. But they use it for scare tactics. What they do is they try to get black women to fear white men. Like, okay, they're racist, they'll hurt you, they're evil. And if you tell people that over and over, sooner or later, some are going to believe that. And there's a lot of black women that are afraid to open up their options not because there's not attraction there, but they're afraid. They're afraid he's going to be racist. They're afraid he's going to harm her. She's afraid, if he brings her home that, his mom's going to be racist to her and he ain't going to do nothing. And all this stuff is put in black women's head to make them stay where they're at. But that's abuse. You know why? Because there's not enough black men for every black man for every black woman, right? So they can't, it's impossible to be race loyal and every black woman get married. It can't happen. There's more black women. So logically, if black men love black women, they would have to say, okay, some of you got to open up your options if you all want love. But they don't do that. It's like, no, you're a sellout, you're a bedwench, you're a self-hater. That's abuse. When you tell a woman, call her a name because she dates a man she loves, that's abuse. That's telling her she can only date this certain man, and he has to look like her and they have to have the same skin tone, or she's evil. She don't like her people. She don't love her people. She's a self-hater. She's a bedwench. And all these horrible things. And they never think, why is she dating him? Why is she opening up her options? They don't think about that. And I hate to say it, and I know I'm going to get hate from this, but really it's black male worship. Like Cynthia G said, it's like you got to lift up the man at all cost. The black man has to win at all cost. Even if it means black women have to sacrifice and wait for him and be totally race loyal, he's got to win at all cost instead of just competing. And I'm not saying all, because there's good black men out there, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying the psychology of it, the culture, the victimization, being a victim. But like you said, a lot of them are victims. Oh my God, I can't get a job because they're holding me back, this and that. But black women can do it. I don't get it. but anyway, let me stop. But you know, and I would say to these men, quit living in the collective. Be an individual. Be a man. Do what's right. Don't lay down with a woman that you don't love. Don't well, you shouldn't lay down with a woman until you're married anyway, but stop using women and start loving and respecting women. That's the thing, you know. But you know, they'll say, well, white men do it too, and yes, they do. I mean, I can give you examples of white dusties that are doing the same thing. And I'm not saying you get a white man, ladies, your troubles are over. No. But what I am saying, if you look at it statistically, you have a better chance. I'm just saying. But plus, there's millions more men to choose from. You got to look at it logically too, you know, not just in emotion. But anyway, sorry, Alex, I'm kind of.
No, you okay. And you know, also, you know, I'm sick. I'm sick. And I'm gonna say this. You know, I'm sick of, you know, the selective outrage that, you know, that most black men have, because, you know, it's real funny to me how they want to go, how most of them want to go ahead and lash out whenever a white man does something wrong to a black woman, or decides to play the he got you moment. Yeah. And you know, say that, you know, oh, what about this white man that did that to a black woman? It's like they just want to, you know, control black women's minds to the point where, you know, they will bend to the black man's will. But then it's like they want to sweep under the rug. Whenever a black man does it, they want to sweep it under the rug. That's what it looks, and that's what it looks like to me. Because again, when you know, whenever something goes wrong, they always point it at someone else. Mm-hmm. Whether it's the white man, the black woman, the immigrants, or it may be bears, dogs, cats, or it may be aliens the next time. It's like most black men do not want to be held accountable for their own actions. Mm. And you will have black women who worships the ground that black men walk on, who will co-sign what the black woman, what the black man is saying.
Right. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I don't have a problem with them calling out white men. If they do evil, he should be called out. That's not right. But we got to do it with all men. And we can't judge one in the collective and then judge one as an individual. It's always going to be lopsided. And as men, we should not be competing for our image. We should be competing for the women. Okay? If you love black women, you compete for black women. What I mean is, that don't mean we challenge each other to a fight. No, that means we work hard. We take care of ourselves. We show that we're good men. And when we approach the women, we're kind. We date them to get to know them, not to try to go to bed with them, but to get to know them, treat them well, and show that we're providers and protectors. That's the competition that we should do. And I say this all the time. I say black men are going to have to start competing for black women. It's not going to be that you're going to have that group forever that's going to be race loyal. Things are changing. Women want to be loved. Women want to have a family. Black women want the good things in life, and they want to be treated good. They don't want to be a workhorse having to work 2 jobs to take care of the man. And they want, they want to be in their femininity and, be uplifted. They want the man to speak life into her for a change. And, unfortunately, black women aren't getting that, and that's because of the numbers. When women outnumber the men, it's not good. Because men get lazy. Men stop caring. And you see a lot of these betas out there, they're not competing anymore. They don't need to, because there's enough black women that are going to be loyal to them and cater to what they do and try to live up to every standard he wants. But that's changing. A lot of women are saying enough. And like I said, black women have been the most abused through history. And even in today's world, they're the most neglected, they're the most abused, they're the most kidnapped and trafficked, and but for some reason, we don't want to talk about that. I could go on tonight and attack black women, and a lot of people wouldn't even say nothing to me. Except black women would. They would check me because it's wrong. But most people wouldn't. But if I go in on a black man, I'm done. And I'm not saying don't defend black men, when they're done wrong. You should. But black women don't get the same treatment. George Floyd, when that happened, the nation went crazy. We had riots, buildings burning, people being unalived. But when black women ended up being unalived, nothing happened. There were no riots. There were no protests. And if there were, it's very little, and it didn't last. And why is that? I'm just saying, just an observation. But I would say to women, open up your options. Black women especially. And non-black men out there, get to know the black woman. You don't even know what a treasure the black woman is. You don't even know the blessing that she is. And I'm not saying that because my wife's black. I'm saying it because it's true. And people ask, how could you be married 30 years? Because I got the most amazing woman in the world. And she has characteristics that many black women do. They pour their heart and soul into you. When they love you, they give you everything. But us as men, we need to be right when we get that love. We need to be real men. We need to come through for the black woman. And black women are our responsibility. Whether you're black or white or Asian, she's our responsibility. And we need to treat her right. We need to make it right. I'm just saying. And whether you date her or marry her, you need to do her right. But anyway.
Yeah, but I will be live tomorrow afternoon
Okay.
because I'm sick of the double standard, and again, after hearing for a long time, somebody has to say something about the double standard when when a black man unalives a black woman. All of a sudden, no one said, they're like, you shouldn't say anything, but every time a white man does it, here you go with all these fear mongering tactics. And I'm just sick of it. And again, like, it needs to be addressed, because now they're painting all white men as bad and stuff, and I do not like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep. It was nice talking to you again, Brent, and I hope to see you tomorrow for the live stream.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Sounds good. Thanks for coming up, Alexander. Good to see you. You
It's
take
good
care
to
of
see you too.
yourself. Okay.
All right.
All right. Have a good night. All right, everybody. Okay. Well, that was Alexander. And let me tell you about Alexander. Alexander's a good man. He's got character. Okay. He loves black women and he stands up for what's right. And he don't give himself a pass. That's the amazing thing about him. He's always stood up for black women. He's always, he's a good man. He is. He's that diamond in the rough. Okay. I would definitely vote for you. Would you vote for me? Oh, that was an older post. Thank you. I got one vote. I'm telling you. I think I would win the black woman vote, because I would do everything for black women. I would, I would try to right all the wrongs within my presidency, but I'll never be I'll never be president, but it's a good fantasy. But serious, I'm being honest. When I said that about the reparations thing, I'm being honest. I would do exactly that. And you might laugh, but I would make sure the black woman had a home that was totally paid for, where she'd have a place to lay her head and some money to start a business and have her education paid for. I would do that for the black man so he could get, a head start, but I would do more for the black woman. And it's not because I'm biased, it's because we need to take care of women. Men need to do it on their own. Men need to be men. Men need to build. Okay? We don't. The problem is we're taking care of men like we do women, and it's not serving us well in society. We're coddling men. We're not letting them grow up to be tough and become men. We're trying to, and it's not doing us good in society. But thanks, Alexander. It was good having you on. I approve your message. Thank you. Alexander approves it too. Thank you so much. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close this show. I'll put the link again if somebody wants to come up the last minute, but I'm going to wrap this up. But I look at what's going on. There's a lot of movements going on. Okay. The 4B movement, we're learning about that. And what I've learned is it's different in Korea than in America or in the West. The women in South Korea, they're anonymous. They ain't going out there speaking. They're kind of doing it on the down low. I think their child population is due more to economics than women not procreating with men. I think it has more to do with economics and the situation, the cost of living, more so than the 4B movement. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Sorry. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I think. The movement sounds good if it's to hold men accountable. But women, ladies, you can do that on your own. I mean, have your standards. Don't settle. Okay? If your community, the men ain't doing right, go to another community. And let me tell you, ladies, Black women, I asked my last live, I asked Black women, I'm going to ask you, Black women, where is your home? Where is your community? You want me to tell you what? You want me to tell you? Your home, your community is wherever you want it to be. You can go wherever you want to go. If you want to live in the suburbs, if you want to live in the inner city, if you want to live, in the Asian community or the white community or whatever, ladies, it's up to you. Don't be afraid to open up your options. Get out of your comfort zone. Okay, I know it's easier said than done, especially for Black women. I know Black women, you get shamed for doing it. I know you get attacked. And I've heard Black women say, hey, when we open up our option, we got to do it silently. We can't make because of the attacks they get, which is sad, is a shame. I mean, I opened up my options back in the 80s when I was a teenager, and I did what I want. Some people attacked me for it, but I didn't care. But I wasn't shamed like Black women are. It's harder for Black women to open up their options, in my opinion. I mean, because us as white men, we don't get shamed like that. There might be some racists that think it's dumb for you to do that. That's all we get, and that's very few. Most people don't care. Most white people could care less. Oh, you like Black women? Good for you. Have fun. That's basically what's said these days. I was at the is that for your channel and your show? Okay. Yeah, check out Alexander's show. Support him. He loves black women and he speaks the truth. He's got character and he's a good man. He is. I've known Alexander for quite some time, for a couple years now. He's a good man and he's always had my back. And people that follow me, he's always had their back too. Oh, the link to your channel. Okay, there's a link to his channel, guys. If you want to click that and check it out. Thanks, Noletti. Great subject topic. Thank you so much. But I just want to talk about the 4B and then the soft guy era. I think it's a troll movement to, go in on the soft girl movement. They would say sprinkle, sprinkle. Now these guys drizzle, drizzle. And like, okay, what are we doing? But, anyway, let me go ahead and stop. Guys, thank you so much for being a part of this show tonight. I love you guys. I'm going to try to go live Tuesday. Sorry there wasn't much advertisement, but getting off work late today was a headache. But I got a heavy work schedule here in a few years. I found out I could retire in 3 years from the job I got now. Amazing, right? I want to stay till my house is paid off, though. That's what I want me and Sandy to have that nest egg. I could retire now, because I got my military retirement and then my other pension. But I just want to be comfortable. And when me and my wife get old, I don't want our kids to have to take care of us. They might have to, we might get Alzheimer's and we might be so weak one day. Hopefully not. Pray to God not. But you never know. But I want to be financially secure to where I don't have to depend on nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in a pretty good position that I don't see that happening. And plus I want, I got some stuff I'm doing for my wife. And when I retire, I want her to be, we're going to enjoy our life to the fullest. We already are, but, but anyway, that's enough of that. But guys, thank you for coming on tonight. Thank you for supporting this channel. I love you. I value your support. And if you get blocked, please email me. Okay? Please. Okay? There's a couple people I was like, where did they go? And they were blocked. And I know that wasn't intentional. So please. Okay? The only time I block people is when they're really rude, cursing me out, or people on the panel. Then, And if you block somebody, please let me know. Okay? But anyway, I love you guys. Have a good night. Happy Saturday. I'll probably see you guys Tuesday. I'm looking at Tuesday, a prayer meeting, and then we'll do another Saturday night. I'm going to make Saturday night. I'm going to do it every Saturday. Some nights it might be late, okay? But that's what I got to work with. I want to have a weekly show live Saturdays. And if there's something you want me to talk about, okay, let me know. If you want to do a show with me, let me know. We can coordinate that stuff too. It's about you. What do you want me to talk about? Let me know. Okay, because If you don't, I'm just going to bring up some stuff that's going on and talk about it. But I think this was a good topic tonight, and just get you guys thinking. Okay. See, love, what 4B is for? I don't know. It's a movement started in Korea where women are stopping men getting access from them, from marriage, children, sexual marriage, but anyway. But guys, thank you so much. I'll see you guys Tuesday. And I'll see you Saturday. Have a good night. God bless. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you soon.